Rotational grazing is where you allow the pastures to rest for an extended period of time where you don't have horses on it. It allows them to regrow back to what they need to be for grazing level. I'm Amy Posey, and this is Fiddler's Folly. It's actually a 15-acre parcel on a larger 50-acre parcel located in Edgewater. Came to the property about 6 years ago, and I immediately started rotationally grazing.
Rotational pasture grazing not only helps you improve your soil quality and your soil health, it also improves your horse's health. They have a lot to eat, a lot to keep them busy out there, and it can lower your bottom line.
So I have 3 pastures that are about 2 acres, and then I have 2 larger pastures, and then I have a mid-sized pasture. I graze and then I move. So I put the horses out on it, and when it's about 8 inches, I let them graze it down to about 4 inches. And then once it gets to 4 inches, I pull them and put them on something else that has taken time to grow. Once I remove the horses, I then mow. If I'm going to do any spraying or applicating of anything, then I'll do that. And then it rests, and it'll rest for an additional 4 to 6 weeks. I actually do it by height, not by length of time. The original goal is to stop the soil from moving. When I got here, all the soil was running down the topography towards the streams. I got with one of the local soil conservation districts and MDA, and they taught me how to do this.
My name is Eileen Beard, and I'm a resource conservation specialist with the Maryland Department of Agriculture. And I work out of soil conservation districts. I work out of Calvert, Prince George's, and Anne Arundel. So my job is to go out and help farmers, specifically horse farmers, because I'm an equine planner, work with their erosion issues and their water quality issues. So I go out and I walk farms with landowners, and we identify their concerns, and then I point out some concerns that maybe they don't think are concerns, and then we work towards reducing soil erosion and improving water quality.
There's a lot of growth that we need in the industry to make the ground better, to make the horses better, to not take such a taxing toll on the environment, and this was the way that I could do it. I selected what I was going to overseed, and I started with the fields that were in the best condition. It takes the least amount of fertilizer, it takes the least amount of work to get them back into peak usability. I purchased my fertilizer based on my nutrient management testing. I purchased my seed, and then from the county, I rent the equipment to actually apply the seed to the soil. Having the right equipment is key because you can't do the field maintenance if you don't have the equipment to do it, and you don't have to invest in really expensive equipment. The equipment that I have is right for the amount of land that I have. Once I've applied the fertilizer and the seed, the horses are not on it, and the horses will not be on it for the next 6 months. I grow it over the winter. I fertilize it again in the spring. I will then mow, and then I will lightly graze it for about a month, just so that the new grass is not pulled out. And then once that's done, into summer, it's a normal grazing, and it's 8 inches, 4 inches, repeat.
Oftentimes, these best management practices will improve their farm management, and it actually lowers their expenses around the farm. So if we come out and we help you renovate a pasture, your hay and grain expenses might go down.
My hay costs are so minimal. I only put out round bales from the end of November to the very beginning of March. The horses in my care, they're all really healthy.
It's been fun to work with Amy. When we first started with this farm, there were a lot of things that needed a bit of improvement, and it's been fun to see the progress. And it doesn't happen overnight. We've been working together for about 6 years, and we're still not done.
I'm definitely talking to MDA, NRCS, the local soil conservations, Maryland Extension. I talk to all of them, and they all have different bits of information.
Everything we do as farm planners is free to you. We are a free service, from helping you plan your farm to helping you through the cost share programs. There's money out there to help you, and we can help you find that money.
And all you have to do is call and start talking, and they'll point you in the right direction. I didn't start knowing this. This was something that I learned over lots of other people imparting their knowledge into me, and then me using it and actually applying it to the land.